Good morning, motherfuckers. It is I, your main motherfucker. It's a late night Saturday, sleepy church on Sunday, the sinister minister Murky motherfucking Monday. I'd like to welcome you back to the shack. This week on the channel, Libations. But first,
you are watching the Murky Munde channel. Please like, please share, please subscribe, ring the bell for updates.
Now it's time for a walk with the witch doctor.
Hey, motherfucker. Let's go for a walk. You know, I realize that it's hard to be a righteous motherfucker. Ain't nobody says it's about being easy. Being righteous is about being right. You know, in a world where it's a lot of wrong shit, it's hard to be right. Anybody said it was gonna be easy. Like the man said, the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by some bullshit. So you can count on, no matter what the fuck, trying to be righteous, that you're gonna have some problems. That's just part of the game that comes with the territory. The biggest problem I have come to understand when it comes to motherfuckers that are righteous is the idea that they gotta help other motherfuckers be righteous. And what I've come to understand is that there are three types of people. There are motherfuckers who are asleep, motherfuckers who woke, and sleepwalkers. Now the problem comes in that if you a woke motherfucker, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a righteous motherfucker. Because just because you woke, that ain't got nothing to do with righteousness. You know what I mean? You could be evil as fuck and be woke. You know what I mean? But the righteous feel when they are woke that it's incumbent upon them to wake up other motherfuckers. Let me tell you, this is a mistake, because you can wake up a motherfucker before they're ready. You know, you remember hearing about sleepwalkers, how dangerous it is to try and wake up a sleepwalker? Yes. And these are half woke motherfuckers. These are motherfuckers that have some ideas and shit, but would rather be still asleep because it's easier to be asleep than it is to be woke, because the world wants your ass asleep. They don't care if you're righteous or not. They want you asleep. So my suggestion to a righteous motherfucker is allow other motherfuckers to wake up on their own, to find their own righteousness. That's why I say good morning, motherfuckers. No matter what time it is, somebody's waking up. Amen.
Now the torment of unquenchable thirst.
Welcome back. This week on the channel, we're going to talk about libations. And I'm going to go ahead on and see, I got a little cigar here, nothing spectacular. I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to open this up here and pour a little something out here, right here. Yeah. This right here is Jack Daniel's Legacy Edition. It is the same as the Black Label, except for it's got a little bit more. The Black Label come in about 80 proof, and I don't know, you can see on here, you can see down in there where it's a little bit more than 80 proof on this one here. This is the Legacy Edition here. And me and Jack go back a long ways, and I figure it's good you go ahead on and you let Jack talk about this here in Libations. Sitting after a divorce and a mistress, I bought enough Jack Daniels to support the whole town of Lynchburg, Tennessee for about 4 or 5 years. So I say at one time, I remember in this old place I was living, I had an altar out back, and on this altar I had bottles on top of bottles on top of bottles of Jack Daniels on this altar. And that was I called that the altar of divorce. And I must have had 250, 300 bottles, all different shapes and sizes of my friend Jack. I had the green bottles, I had black bottles, I had all kinds of bottles. I had some gentlemen out there, you know what I mean? I had them big old gallon ones. A lot of those. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell y'all a story one of these days about how I was getting a bunch of them on the cool real cheap. But, me and Jack go back a long, long, long way. But I've been drinking on some level my whole life, when I think about it, I can remember the first time I ever drank anything. I was about 5 years old, if I remember correctly, and I remember my dad giving me some of his beer. Back then, he drank Michelob. I was fascinated by the brown bottle and the gold label. It shimmered, and when he drank it ice cold, and so it had that frost on it. Just looked crazy to me. And I remember, I guess, because I am the type of kid I am, when I was the type of kid I was, I'm sure he gave me something just to shut me up, But I got that taste. I remember, I always grew up around alcohol and drinking, many of my uncles were really alcoholics. I come from, a long family history of sipping, and not just sipping, but the taste has got a little bit extra fire in there, right there. That's good. But I was always, around it. When I grew up, there were times where, drinking was always in my life. I did most of my best drinking before I was 21. I remember there was a time when I was about in the 7th, 8th grade. I had a good friend of mine who could grow a full beard in the 7th grade. And he looked like a man. And he would go in the liquor store and come out with the blackberry brandy. He could always go in there and get that. And so we were always stocked up when it came in high school, when it came to the drinking. We always had drinking covered. And then I worked at Pizza Hut, and in the whole thing, the whole time I worked at Pizza Hut was about two things for me and the crew that we worked there. It was about making pizzas and drinking. And we had a team. We would drink against other Pizza Huts. We would play drinking games, and our team was called FAT. PHAT. That stood for Pizza Hut Alcohol Consumption Team. And it was a fact that when we came, we won. We played all kinds of quarters, chandeliers. If you're a Cardinal, you know what it is. I'm a fucking Cardinal. You know what I'm saying? Drinking. I drank when I decided to join the Air Force. In one of these meetings before I left, I drank a drink about this tall of straight liquor and went to sleep for a day and a half. It was about drinking back then, you know what I mean? And when I got out of the Air Force, one of the first things I did was I went to bartending school. I learned how to be a mixologist. It was part of who I was. It was a part of me so much that when I thought about what the fuck it is I can do, it was, let me go be a bartender. You know what I mean? And it was the best. I graduated from that school with honors. You know what I mean? We did so many things in that school. I went to tequila factories and I learned the essence of what it is, what true tequila is, the difference between tequila and mezcal. Because some people don't know. Some people think you find the worm in tequila. You don't find the worm in tequila. You find the worm in mezcal. And some people think that with mezcal is like rock gut. But, there's some good stuff. I've had 100 proof. I've blown fire out of my mouth with 100 proof tequila. You know what I mean? So it was one of those things I learned the beauty of what it is to have a good beer, what good beer is. And then it turns out one of my very best friends learned how to brew his own beer. And it was like, man, I understand because I went to school for that. I didn't necessarily do any of that. I've brewed my own home beer before with little homebrew kits and stuff, but not on that level. You know what I mean? But he's on that level. You know what I mean? And it's just amazing that to me, you know, so many things have come good to me because of the drink, you know. But I've known some people, I've never ever had a problem with it. You know, like I said, I got alcoholism in my family. And I could certainly sometimes qualify or pass on some of the things they did. I achieved higher levels, you know, but, you know, I never let it be a problem for me where it was a problem. I always used the bottom of the bottle to be my friend. And I never decided to turn my friend into my enemy. You know what I mean? Sometimes this right here can be a problem for your ass, you know. And there were times where I could see some of my friends, this shit fuck them up, you know. You got to be careful with this. You see spirits. They call this shit spirits for a reason, you know. There is shit in this motherfucker. You know, you are messing with science, first of all. And then, just because you think it's just scientific, it's more than that. It's supernatural. Right here. And if you're unprepared to deal with what comes out of this, the genie that comes out this bottle right here, then you will wish that you had not fucked with this motherfucker. So you got to be careful. You know what I mean? And some people, this stuff right here, it ruined their life. You know, I've known a lot of people behind this mess right here ain't the same type motherfuckers. You know, you got to be careful, you know, with what's going on in that world. You know, I'm going to go ahead and light my cigar right here. It's a Finks 1893. This ain't no special cigar, just a cigar. Something to go with the taste, you know. I don't quit smoking, but I ain't quit smoking. I mean, yeah, I forgot to put a little in there like that. Now, like I said, I had many years where I spent with old Jack here, you know, at the bottom of those bottles. It was one of those things where, you know, I learned that there are some things that I can fuck with and there are some things that I can't. You know, you get to learn after, you know, you be sipping on stuff for a little while. You get to know what works, you know what I mean? You get to know where you trying to end up, you know what I mean? There's some people out there, you know, they don't feel right unless they got a couple of Boone's farms in them, you know what I mean? And there's people out there that, you know, they feel right when they got those 4 Locos. Some, they feel right after they get them a 40 of Mickey's or OE, you know? Whatever, like the bartender said, you know, pick your poison. Boy, I tell you this, be true. It don't make a difference what it is you like to drink. You need to be careful. Sometimes you can take it too far, you know. Always let libations come for joy. And if you feeling down, use the libations to lift you up. Don't go to the bottom of the bottle with bad feelings. Cause you gonna come up worse. That's for sure. Now I'll tell you this. I'm gonna let you go ahead and move on. Whenever you pour out a little liquor for somebody, whether they here or whether they there, always know that the purpose and meaning of this is in the sharing of the communal love, the communal drink. To drink from the same glass, so to speak. And so, I pour out a little bit of this here for my loved ones that ain't here. And I take a sip. Pour out a little bit for my loved ones that are here. I pour out a bigger sip for them because, you know, they thirsty. And I take a sip. And I pour this out here for you. And like Bartles and James say, I thank you for your support. Now it's time for your horoscope.
Aries.
Look, I know that you're happiest when you are doing what the fuck you want to be doing. And the problem comes in when you don't be doing what other motherfuckers want you to be doing. I just simply say, do what the fuck's gonna make you happy. Fuck man. Taurus. Look, you motherfuckers need to invest in yourself for a change. You motherfuckers put a lot of money into a lot of shit, but then you treat yourself like shit. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Gemini. You know, it can always be said that you are your best friend and you are your worst enemy. It's just a matter of picking and choosing your battles, when you're going to love yourself and when you're going to beat on yourself. You know what I mean? The thing that I would tell you is to just look at it and say, you know, at the end of the day, it's all you, baby. It's all you. Cancer. Look, you motherfuckers are really on an emotional level that not very many people can understand. You motherfuckers, y'all's passions run deep. And a lot of motherfuckers ain't willing to go all the way to the bottom with your ass on a lot of shit. So sometimes what you need to do is you need to come to the surface, you know what I mean? Come out of your hole, you know what I mean? Look around and see what else is out there and shit. And try not to pinch a motherfucker. Leo. You know, I'm going to tell you motherfuckers that when it comes right down to being rotten ass motherfucking people to motherfuckers, y'all can take the cake on that shit. Because you motherfuckers have this God complex that makes other motherfuckers naturally fucking feel inferior to you. And if you don't have that shit in check, you could be fucked up. But the problem is that you need to realize, when it comes right down to it, that you need a lot of motherfuckers for your pride. Libra. Let me tell you what, Libra. Nothing is ever gonna go anywhere on any sense of balance without motion. So if you just think that you just sitting there is going to make things happen to the left or to the right, you're going to fall one way or another. Balance is achieved through momentum. Virgo. Look, I'm going to tell you right now that no matter how hard you try, you are never ever going to get over that queasy feeling you get around being around motherfuckers. You know, I'm not going to say that it's like you're a germaphobe or nothing like that. It's just, you know, people creep you out, you know, and you have every fucking right to be creeped out. Scorpio. Man, I'm going to tell you, you know, if you haven't guessed by now, I am a Scorpio, and I can tell you that it is a hard task not to be mean to people, you know. But the problem is that generally we automatically already look like people that people don't want to be around, or so we already look kind of scary to people. And then they come along and mess with you, and they catch you at always the wrong time. And so no matter what, you're always going to have a mean mug, you're always going to have a bad attitude, and you're always going to be in that position where you're ready to strike a motherfucker. You know, I'm telling you, my advice to you is pinch a motherfucker first. Just pinch him, you know what I mean? And maybe, because they ain't ready. They ain't ready for that. Sagittarius. You know, it can certainly be said that you motherfuckers are the life of the party. And you are. Anytime I've ever known a Sagittarius, it has always been fun. But let me tell you this shit. You motherfuckers are going to shut the party down also. You're the first motherfuckers to fucking be the reason the cops show up. The motherfuckers. Capricorn. Caps. You some believing ass mother. You are some loyal, true, tried and true believing motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I guess from what I understand and the nature of what it is to be a Capricorn, you believe the deepest because the truths have been revealed to you in ways that they are not revealed to others. So you see shit, you feel shit, you understand shit that most motherfuckers just can't comprehend. And so you understand and believe things because innately it has been shown to you and you can see it. The problem is getting other motherfuckers to believe you. Pisces. You know, you guys are the oldest, to put it bluntly. You know what I mean? You guys have been here before. You know, this in a lot of instances, what you don't really realize is that for you guys, you know, you have been there, done that, seen it all, done it all, and deserve every right to be lazy, not doing motherfucking shit type motherfuckers. But at the same time, you motherfuckers are out there living that life of what you know, y'all are out there getting that shit. Y'all are out there on the edge of exploration. Y'all are out there in the periphery of the wilderness for sure, doing some shit. Screaming, trying to get motherfuckers to understand some shit. The problem I would certainly say is that you guys need to understand that when you flip on the motherfucker, they find it hard to follow your ass anywhere. Aquarius! Hey, let me say that when it comes right down to the nature of who you are, you guys understand the cosmos in a way that most people don't, you know, because the cosmos, it's all fluid. You know what I mean? It's all liquid. It's all energy moving, and energy moving in any form or fashion moves in the same way that liquid does. So you understand it, you know. The problem is that you could take motherfuckers out to the deep end and drown them, and you don't care if you do. Now it's time for joke of the motherfucking week. Hey, okay. Back in the day, you know, I used to, you know, do little things here and there in the world of the witch doctors, you know. And this is a little story about one of the times I did some business. So I'm sitting in my house one evening doing my business, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden they come knocking my door. You know, I go and I open the door and they're standing there, old Flippity Dip. I said, "What's up, Flip? What you need?" He said, witch doctor, I got a problem. I want to know if you can help me." I said, "Well, what's the matter?" He said, "Witch doctor, I got a little dick. And I'm trying to get with this girl, and, you know, I want to make sure I show, you know." I said, "All right, I think I can help you, you know. I got this stuff right here I call Big Dick Cream, you know. Rub this on your thing, and it'll get bigger." Said, "All right, I believe I'll try that." I said, "All right, this here costs you $1. You know. You go ahead on and pay me." I paid my $1 put it in my pocket, and he go ahead on and leave. I figure satisfied customer. Next day, come knock on my door. I open the door, and this old flippity dip. I said, Flip, what's the matter? He said, witch doctor, we got a problem. I said, well, what's the problem? He said, didn't it make your dick bigger? He said, yes, it did. So the problem is, witch doctor, is that it made my hands swole up, look like a baseball glove. I saw his hand, I said, whoa, look at that there. I said, He says, can you help me? I said, let me think. I said, I believe I can. I said, what I got here is I got this stuff called little dick cream. Maybe put this on your hand, and it might, make your hands shrink down to normal. I said, well, I got no other options. I guess I'll try that. I said, all right, well, this here costs $10. $10? I said, yeah, well, not too many people get little dick cream, so I got to make my money on it, I said, all right, well, I'll take it. Go ahead on. I figure satisfied customer, Next day, come knock on my door. He said, I open the door, it's Flip. I said, Flip it dip, what's the matter? He said, witch doctor, we got a problem. I said, bro, what's the problem? Didn't make your hand shrink up? He said, yes, my right hand shrunk back down to normal. But my left hand shrunk down to the size of a baby. I said, what the fuck are you doing, man? He said, well, when I put the big dick cream on, I put it on in my hand and I went like this here. And my hand got big. And then when you gave me the little dick cream, I put the cream in my hand, I rubbed my hands like this here. And then my little hand shrank up on me. I said, can you help me? I said, well, I guess the only thing I can do for your ass is tell you to put some big dick cream on your little hand and see if that work out for you. He said, yeah, okay. Well, can I get some big dick cream? I said, yeah, okay, here, this is here, cost you $1. Give him my $1, take me, he leave. I figure maybe it's a satisfied customer this time, I don't know. But a few days go by, I don't hear nothing from him. So I figured, it worked. And then one night I hear knocking at my door. And I go and I said, open the door, and I said, Flippity dip, what the fuck? And here he's standing in my door. He ain't got no arms, and his dick about 3-4 feet long, look like a third leg standing there looking like a tripod. And I'm trying to figure out how he knocked. He says, witch doctor, you got a problem. I said, yeah, I can see you got a problem. He says, can you help me? I says, I got this stuff here I call a back to normal bath bomb. You put this in your bathtub, you put that water in it, bubble up, and you get in there, and it turn your ass back to normal. He said, well, I guess I ain't got no choice. I guess I'll take it. I said, well, this here it costs $50. So he paid my $50. I went through my pocket and I said, I hope you'll be a satisfied customer this time. Shit. The days go by. And I don't hear nothing from it. I figure, okay, maybe everything good, And when I hear knocking on my door, open the door, I said, Flippity dip, what the fuck? He's all normal. Back to fucking the way he was when he started. I said, wow, Flip, what's the matter? He said, witch doctor, you got a problem. I said, what the fuck the problem? You normal. He said, yes, that's the problem. My dick is little. I said, oh, shit. He said, I need some big dick cream. I said, already. So I said, but my price has done gone up since fucking with you. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, after fucking with you, I know that my shit worked. So my price done went up. So I got big dick cream costs $105. He said, $105? I said, yeah, well, the cream costs $5. He said, okay, I can understand that, but what's the 100 for? I said, the 100 come for this little rubber glove to go with it.
Orderly, you're all the way down, fool.
Well, it's about that time for you to get the hell up on out of here. But I'm going to send you off with a blessing. Get some fire on this sage here real quick. Yeah, get that fire on there real good. Yeah. Smudge you motherfuckers real quick. May your spirit be free of the fear that's being mongered in the media. And know that with courage in one hand and a can of Raid in the other, no murder hornet formed against you shall prosper. In the name of the Almighty Creator. He said, behold, I send you out as sheep amongst the wolves. Now go forth. Be righteous, motherfuckers. And thank you, motherfuckers, for watching the Murky Munde channel. Tune in next week for another Murky Munde.
Thank you for watching the Murky Munde channel, motherfucker. Now come on back next week, baby.